Well, we conclude this special episode of Here Now with some advice for what each of us can do to be better prepared for emergencies in our own lives. With us is Debbie Powers of the Office of Emergency Management. Debbie, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here to be able to share the things that we have learned since 9/11 with our residents and our folks that work here.
Oh, great. Now, September is Emergency Preparedness Month. Why set aside a month for emergency preparedness?
Well, we hope everybody's prepared for every month, for every emergency, but September is the month that was designated by the President that would focus everybody's efforts on making sure that you know how to be informed, you know how to make a plan, and you know how to get involved in preparedness, because it's everybody's responsibility to be prepared for any emergency.
Now, you've brought with us here today a go bag. What exactly is a go bag and what's inside?
Oh, there are lots of things inside, and the thing about a go bag is the go bag is what you personally have at your house should you have to evacuate your home. It's a bag you might carry with you if you commute on the metro, or it can be a bag that you have at the office in case you have to shelter in place because something has happened outside of your building and we tell you to stay where you are and shelter in place.
Okay.
So many people have a variety of bags. They have them at home, they have them at work, and they have them in their cars or on the metro as they go. And every bag is personal. So this bag is our demonstration bag, but I put things in it that I thought I should have in the bag.
Okay.
And my go bag at home has chocolate, which I did not bring today.
I was going to say, where's the chocolate?
It does have chocolate. There's some basic things every go bag should have. Every go bag should have water.
Okay.
It can be any kind of water. Typically, bottled water is best because it's sanitary and it's unopened and it's readily available.
Okay.
And it fits easily in a go bag.
Okay.
The other important things you need are flashlights.
Okay.
And you can use one like this that has batteries.
Make
And
sure you
we have an extra flashlight in here with batteries, and we keep it in a plastic bag because in case it's raining heavily and there's flooding like we've experienced, it keeps it dry.
Everything nice and dry.
The other fun thing with the flashlight, if you don't want to fool with batteries, is you can use a crank battery. I don't know whether you can see that or not.
How long does that last?
See?
Once you crank it up.
If you crank it enough, it's just a couple minutes. I obviously didn't crank it that long, but if you crank it for a couple of minutes, it should last for 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh, good.
And it may last longer depending on the type of flashlight it is. But you put it in your go bag, in your plastic, and stick it in your bag. The other thing that's important is everybody needs to know how to get information in an emergency.
Yes, communication is key.
It's very important. And Arlington has done a really good job, I think, of being able to have a variety of systems that enable people to get information in a variety of ways. One way is with our 1700 AM radio station.
Yes, I've listened to that.
And it's always on the air, and when things happen, we are able to put messages on. Today is a Code Orange Day.
Yes.
So we will put a message on, if we haven't already, about Code Orange. We've got general messages about how to make a go bag, how to get information. It's in English and Spanish. So it's available 24/7. So it's always on. So radio is really important.
Okay.
Again, you can use a battery-operated radio, or I like the crank because I don't like to see with the batteries. You always have to have fresh batteries, so that means you have to keep doing it, replacing them. See if you can.
There you go. Now just a few cranks.
Yeah. So it works really well, and you can buy these in a variety of places in the county. And I'm going to stick that in the bag.
Okay. What else do we need? What is paramount for our go bag?
You need to have bug spray or some kind of insect repellent.
Okay.
You definitely need a first aid kit. Really important. This one we purchased. I also bought one for my house. You need wipes that are disinfectant wipes just in case.
Just to clean things off.
Hand sanitizer. Really important if you take medication, you need to have a prescription, and your medication you need to have at least a week's supply in your go bag if you can, and money. When the power's out, the ATMs don't work either, so it's really important to have some cash on hand.
How much do you recommend?
We recommend about $300, and for a lot of people that may be difficult to do all at once, but if you put $10 away every week or so or once a month until you save up your money for your go bag, it's important to have that. Always need food, and so I put food in our go bag here. We've got peanuts and crackers and cheese crackers and peanut butter. any kind of snack that you like that will tide you over that has a good protein source.
Oh, good.
And, of course, I didn't bring chocolate, but that's in my go bag at home. A whistle is a handy thing in case you're somewhere where, and people can't find you. You need gloves.
Plastic as well.
Latex as well as working gloves in case you need to use those to protect your hands. And the most important thing, I think, and the one thing that's really hard for people to do is to have your own personal preparedness plan. And we have these handy-dandy little Z cards, as we call them. And every employee in the county was supposed to get one. Did you get one?
I got one.
Is it filled out?
No.
Doesn't do you any good if you have them and they're not filled out. It doesn't take but a few minutes to fill them out. And it's really important, particularly if you have children, to make sure that everybody knows where to meet up. If you're at home and you have to meet somewhere, if there's a fire or a gas leak in your neighborhood, or if you're at work, it's important for children to feel comfortable if they know what's going to happen in an emergency if mom or dad has to stay at work, which frequently happens. These are available. All they have to do is go to the website at www.arlingtonva.us/OEM, and we will be happy to send them to you. We also have brochures on pandemic flu, which are really handy. And everybody was supposed to get in their citizens back in January the emergency preparedness information, and there's information on how to be informed, because I only talked about the radio, but we have Arlington Alert and the website and AVN 74 and some of the other local media. It's in English and it's in Spanish.
Great. Thank you so much,
You are
Debbie.
welcome.
I appreciate it. Well, we've got to go, but join us again next month here in the AVN studios. Remember, it's all happening here and now.